Okay, I just took a look at myself just a minute ago, and I feel like I look a little rough. Um, so if any of y'all are worried about me or anything, like physically, I'm okay. Uh, uh, the spiritual attacks are on people. All right. This isn't a bitch session. This is a log. Let's say this. All right. I have spent a lot of time going out amongst the prostitutes and the drug addicts and the places where the places and people where Jesus went. Okay, and for me, places like that are tough because it's really hard not to engage in sin. Now, I will say that I did pretty well. We're all sinners, man. We screw up here and there, but um, okay. My last weekend, I made a recording, man, and I took down the last recording I have. If you think your wife's trying to kill you, this is what it sounds like. I took that down because, man, it's petty. It's like, you know, this is what is supposed to happen to those of the elect. Okay, this is so why am I surprised? All right, well, I captured, well, what I thought I captured. I cap I witnessed something so evil and so vile and so indisputable, indisputably demonic, and the attacks are on, man. I spent a few nights outdoors, and I've never in the last 17 years felt the energy that I need to produce the kinds of things that I need to be doing. And so far, what I've accomplished since I've been out here, I say out here is like not sitting inside and leaving the house, and despite whatever, engaging with people. And I do it musically, and it's turned out really well. Actually, like, man, I got these ideas set out, and I went to go do one. What was the day? About 3 days ago. And man, I got out there, that beautiful babbling brook that I showed you guys earlier. Well, I got up underneath the bridge there to capture that, like right coming out, and there's a gate there, and you can't go into it, but like it's so beautiful. And I dropped my phone in the water, and then I thought I lost my phone. This is on Friday the 13th and Saturday the 14th. Witchcraft was heavy, 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 heavy. And man, they were able to make me make so, like you got split decisions, A and B, 0 or 1. And man, the witchcraft, man, with the technology they got, man, unless you're prayed up, unless you're like not doing things like I'm smoking cigarettes, but I have been trust me, and I'm trying really hard not to indulge in marijuana by smoking it, man, because I feel it's a sin, man, and between God and I know I'm sinning, but I'm telling you, man, I and I didn't know what a narcissist was. I'm such an idiot. I really am. Like, I cannot believe how I made it through the kind of life that I made it through, dealing with the kinds of people that I dealt with, and doing the kinds of things I was doing, I don't know how I made it through because of my naivety, especially not just on my naivety of the whole game. It's the spiritual aspect that everybody involved had some kind of knowledge of the spiritual aspect. For me, man, I was straight in flesh. It was drugs. It was women. It was the absence of love in my life, which created a void for God, which is filled by drugs, and the love, especially the sexual part of it, became connected. And I made this connection the other day, man, and I understood it for once. I understood the pornography and the sexual aspect of the cross, where you need the love there, and the love is absent, and you don't know how to love because your mom has fucked you up, man. And I'm not blaming anybody, but you'll hear my song generationally. You will totally hear it. You'll see it. You'll know it, man. I'm writing this stuff. Like, I understand that these things are the sins of the fathers passed on to the children. Just like it says in the Bible, and I trust in my Father. I trust in my Father because He has gotten me a long way. And I have been slowly trying. My bags are packed. I'm slowly trying to undo this sowing that I have sown into my life, because I got exactly what I asked for, because I'm one of God's children, and God saw that in my heart I wanted a certain thing, and I got that thing. But then I realized that thing that I wanted, the entirety of it was satanic, and that it was against His will, and I had done it against His will. Yet He gave me free will, and He still gave me the pass on it and gave it to me, and now I reap the benefits. But see, the thing is Jesus Christ liberates you from all that. He liberates you from the fact that you made these mistakes, and now that you know that you made those mistakes, and I love this person so much. This is like the only person that I've had in my life for 17 years, y'all. I don't think you get it. Like 17 years that I stuck through. I have been struggling to get my life together to gain my parents' love back. They're Jehovah's Witnesses. My new mission, another part of my new mission is to an outreach to ex Jehovah's Witnesses who think that woohoo, I broke away from the occult, and now everything is okay, and I can just go do whatever I want because they were liars. Well, yeah, they were liars, but they were lying about Jesus Christ. Y'all, I got some heavy, I'm in a spot, y'all, where heavy things are being placed upon me, that if I don't partake, that if I do not jump in and battle and deal with the way He told me months ago to do it, to save me all this trouble. But see, He knew that I wasn't just going to take the most difficult route, that I was going to use my injuries. I was going to use all these other excuses to try to, no, in my heart I wanted to save this person. That's the honest to God truth. I thought that I could fix them like they thought that they could fix me when they first came in contact with me, you know. And I was honest up front, like I'm a screw up. And never in my life was that honesty that I gave to everybody, every girlfriend that I ever became intimately serious about. Let them know, man, like, look, man, I got issues, you know, and like sometimes they pop out, but I didn't know these were spiritual things. All right, and like, but I was upfront about all of that, and nobody else was in this entire whole game chessboard situation that I was in, that I didn't even know I was in. Nobody told me this, so like that's unfair. And all that shows is these people were out for blood. I wasn't. Like, I'm the kind of person where, like, you know, if we're gonna fight, I guarantee you're gonna wind up on the ground, but I'm gonna help you up and dust you off, and we can be friends, and like, and it'll be like it never even happened. But these people now, no, they wait for you. They wait for you like down the street in cold blood. And I remember I had a situation one time where somebody had tried to stab me over something that they had done to me, and you know, this is like 20 some odd years ago, man. Dude tried to stab me, man. All I was trying to do was bitch slap him and show him, man, you can't just take $100 from me and nothing happened to you. You're lucky all you getting is a bitch slap. Well, as I was bitch slapping him, the guy went to stab me 3 times and got my arm, you know, and like, as I was like that, it was going for my heart. So God protects me, man. But after that, you know, people, they respected me. And one day, the dude was down there underneath some Taco Cabana place, and the dude got his ass beat down, man, because of that. And I had no idea. Like, but the people I were with, they were so mad that he had done that. Man, they fucked that. Excuse my language. They messed that guy up, and I felt bad, you know, watching that guy getting his butt kicked. That's how I feel about that kind of stuff after somebody trying to stab me. Now, he got sent to the hospital, but it's his own thing. I didn't do it. I didn't order it to be done. It just happened. You know what I mean? And I believe that like God takes care of his own. God takes care of his own, because I wasn't trying to hurt that dude. I was trying to make him some money, make me some money, and the dude took my money and then he tried to stab me. And then he, you know, I mean, that's how it works around. This is before I had any clue that God had anything to do with me, that I was one of his. Everybody else knew. I didn't know. I didn't know. Alright, well, listen, I'm gonna go download this video. Yeah, man, some major things are happening in my life, and like, I'm taking things very, very, very seriously, because, man, this is October. It is super, super natural. and as usual, all the ones that were out there trying to trick me, the ones that were trying to get close to me, fail every time. Fail. That's what it says in the Bible. It's amazing. Thank you, Lord, for making me one of those that like, if it were possible to deceive the elect, it would be done. But it's not. It's not.